Right. You select full screen, then copy the file name.
That's right. And then I paste that in my notepad under a special section that is marked with open open braces, a bunch of open braces at the beginning and a bunch of closed braces at the end, demarking it from the rest of the notepad at the very top of the notepad. Right, and the Google account is called USA Clockwork. Google sent me a message, an email message, saying that this number will expire within 30 days. That's right, and that is a vanity number that spells USA Clockwork. Area code area code 872 256 2596. That's right. So I inserted I'm building up and automated the video audit trail, including a screen recorder, as I said, that is MSN Recorder Max that records the screen. In addition to that, I'm going to add some more recording devices, but for now, I just want to mention that the algorithm, the AI that will create this audit trail automatically, AI automation, will be creating notes in the notepad and segregating them by account number. In this case, USA Clockwork. And the idea is also to make this the domain name and its matching vanity phone number that will not expire in 30 days due to my call to you, 800 Chat GPT. And activating the Google Voice number every 60 days. Reactivating is better than activating because it has to be reactivated every 60 days. And that gives me another month of degrees of freedom. In case it doesn't work, I can repeat it a few more times before the number expires. Making sure that it works and the number does not expire for inactivity. So I turned on the webcam on Windows 11 and now I press the circular video camera button that says take video. Now to further enhance it with branding, that the audit trail not only record all the videos that are related from CCTV external camera as well as a webcam on the PC, this case Windows PC or Apple, doesn't matter, that I'm using. Internally on the computer, I have two video recorders running. One is a screen recorder, MSN Recorder Max, and the second one is the webcam that comes by default with Windows 11. That's right. And the camera of the webcam is aiming at the user of the computer. In this case, it is me, as I'm placing a sweatband on my forehead that displays the vanity, that pair of vanity number and domain names. In that case, the domain name is WizMore, and the domain name extension is .biz, and the vanity phone number that it displays is 949 area code 667 3249.
That's right. And the camera of the webcam is aiming at you, the user.
In addition to the sweatband on my forehead, I'm also going to place two more sweatband with another pair of domain names and a phone, the vanity phone number. In this case, the psych.co is the domain name and domain name extension, and its matching telephone number is 843 area code 779 2426, where the .co, the domain name extension, converts to the digital uh, 26 on the American or the standard telephone dialing pad, and I place them on my wrist.
In addition to the sweatband on your forehead, you're also going to place two more sweatbands, each displaying another pair of domain numbers. In this case, site.co is the domain name, and its matching telephone number is area code 843
That's right, and all of it is recorded by the cameras. One camera that is facing me, and one camera CCTV that is on the ceiling that is recording all the actions from above. That is in case the computer crashes with the blue screen of death and all the software stops. The video audit trail would still continue from the external video surveillance camera, the CCTV system, and it will document the crash of the PC and try to understand what is happening and why did it crash.
and all the software stops. The video audit trail will still continue from the external video surveillance camera, the CCTV system, and it will document the crash of the PC and try to understand what is happening and why it crashed.
That's right, to provide remedial action and to prevent the crashes and use a backup mechanism. The principle of triple backup, grandfather, father, son algorithm of backup. And the same algorithm is used everywhere. For example, for my sweatband, I don't have only one sweatband, I have three of them, acting as a grandfather, father, and son. My sweatband on my forehead is the grandfather, and my sweatband on my wrists are the sons, the father and the son, all of which are documenting the information, and also that is a matter of branding, promoting the brand that is the pair of vanity phone number, domain name, and domain name extensions.
That's right.
And here is another example of triple backup. One backup is the webcam creating the video. The second backup is the video, that screen recorder, MSN recorder max. So grandfather, father, and the one son, and another son is the notepad, which is also in which I document my notes and save them and upload them to the Google Drive. So these are triple backup of this event.
Cam creating the video. The second backup is the video from the screen recorder.
So this is at least triple backup, and sometimes I have quadruple, 4 and 5 and 6 backups. To these backups of the brand promotion, I add another backup, which is a hat. And this demonstrates the concept of a halo hat. A hat that produces a halo, a circle around the head of the computer user, in this case myself, and the upper brim has the pair of vanity phone number and the top of the hat, and then the back flap also has the same thing. So this is on the back side for the surveillance camera, and in the front side, the under hat, this is a fishing hat with a wide brim, and as I'm wearing it, I will demonstrate it. I put it over my head and then pull the mask down. So it has a mask which covers my nose and my mouth, just like protection from viruses.
Phone numbers, and the top of the hat and the back flap also have the same branding. This setup is visible from the back side for the surveillance camera and on the front side under the hat. It's a fishing hat with a wide brim, and as you're wearing it, you demonstrate by putting it over your head and then pulling the mask down, covering your nose and mouth like protection from viruses.
Right, and when I pull it down, when I pull the mask down underneath my chin, it creates a bib. Both of them, the bib and the under brim, have the pair of vanity numbers and and domain names, two two pairs of vanity phone number and domain names on the top of the top of my head in the under brim, and on the bottom under my chin on the bib, and both of them are embedded in the video later to become hyperlinks. So when the viewer of the video playback clicks on them, they will be ported to the website, in this case the psych.co on the underbrim, or on the bib is with more domain name .biz domain name extension and its matching telephone number. And when the user or the surfer is on the website and clicks on it again, it will dial up the phone number and it will initiate a video conference between an AI chatbot and the user. It's important to note that this is also a backup and recovery. There are two domain names, two pairs of domain names and phone numbers. If one web server is down, then automatically the user will be ported to the second one. So if the domain name on the under brim is down, the psych.co, the algorithm will, the video hyperlink will pull the user to the next web server that is unlikely to be down at the very same time, and that will be wizmore.biz.
Right. And when you pull the mask down under your chin, it creates a bib. Both the bib and the underbrim have the pair of vanity numbers and domain names. So, two pairs of vanity phone numbers and domain names. One on the top of your head and the other bib on the other under your chin on the bib. Both are in the video. Telephone number. If a user is on the website, it will between
And this is an AI caller chatbot, much like 800 ChatGPT. It can respond to outbound calls, and more than 800 ChatGPT, it can also initiate calls. So it will initiate a video, audio, or audio conference between the surfer that goes on YouTube and clicks on the video and then clicks on the hyperlink and the AI chatbot. And then they will be able to conduct a conversation, an interactive real time conversation about the matter that the surfer was interested in. For example, in the case of the psych.co, it will be a matter of psychological issues related to therapy and psychology. And in the case of wizmore.biz, about the business aspects of psychology and how to get more business. Wiz represents AI wizard, and more biz speaks for itself and means how can the AI chatbot provides the company advice on getting more business.
and this AI-powered chatbot, much like 800 ChatGPT, can respond to outbound calls or more than related to therapy and psychology. In the case of Wizmore.biz, it would be about the business aspects of psychology and how to get more business. Wiz represents AI and more biz speaks for itself, meaning the AI chatbot
That's right. So now, as I demonstrate the webcam, looking at the under brim and the bib, I would like to also aim the camera at the rear side of the view of this halo hat. So I'm going to hang it behind me and move the camera so the camera can capture the view from behind. From behind, the camera catches the back flip with its pair of domain name and website, as well as the upper upper brim that shows another pair of website and domain names. So this is the rear view that the CCTV external surveillance camera will get of the same thing.
So now, as you demonstrate the webcam looking at the underbrim and the bib, you also want to show any copyrighted domain to the view of the AI. You then apply a measure and move the item to the conclusion of the website. For example, the ad matches the backflap with a pair of domain name and website.
That's right. And I use two different color hats. These are fishing hat. The one that I wear is a green one, and the one that is in my back that shows the camera, the CCTV view camera, is blue. So the viewer of the video can clearly distinguish between the above camera view of the blue hat as opposed to the front view of the green hat.
That's right. And you use two different color hats. These are fishing hats. The one that you wear is a green one, and the one that's in your back, showing the CCTV view, is blue. This way, the viewer of the video can clearly distinguish between the above camera view of the blue hat and the front view of the green hat.
That's right. So far, let's review it. We have two videos. One is the .mpeg format, and this is the screen recorder. The other one is uh, MP4, which is another video format, and of course the notepad is in text format. Now I add to this another recorder by Psar.exe, problem step recorder executable that is bundled with Windows 11.
That's right. So far, to review, you have two videos. One in .mpeg format, which is the screen recording, and the other in .mp4, which is the video format. And of course, the audio is
As I run it, I go into the default and I upgrade it for 25 number of recent screens to capture to 999. I click OK, and then I click start recording, and that will be a zip type of format. So that will be four distinct and different formats of four distinct and different files, two of which are video files, and two of which are zip and text file. And I didn't mention the external file, which is the CCTV camera, which is another story. But now I'd like to focus on inside the computer recording devices that I'm running. So the Psar.exe problem step recorder. And that is the inside the computer is the internal recording. And after running the step recorder and pressing record, the step recorder responds by displaying a dialog box that says step recorder recording now, and gives the user an option to pause the recording, stop and review. And I'm going to just minimize it to get it out of the way so it doesn't occupy screen real estate.
and that is the central recording inside the computer. After running the step recorder and pressing record, the step recorder responds by displaying a dialog box that says Step Recorder Recording Now and gives the user an option to pause the recording, stop, and review. You would just minimize it to get it out of the way so it doesn't occupy screen real estate.
Exactly. And by this time, I finished my notes for a file. So I have the path and the file name, and the path is including the Google Voice 1 subfolder where I'm going to edit the file, copy to the clipboard buffer, and then click File, Save As, and paste it on the dialog box of Save As to save it in the local hard drive of this Windows 11 laptop.
Exactly.
to mark the the fact that it is saved that I saved it to the local hard drive, I insert a prefix of X and space before the file name, and then I navigate the browser to the drive, to the Google Drive, the cloud, and upload the same folder, the same subfolder to the Google Drive by pressing new, and then I'm clicking folder upload, and then I will paste the folder name, the video Google Video 1 folder name at the folder input field and upload it to the cloud.
To mark the fact that it's saved to the local hard drive, you insert a prefix of X and a space before the file name. Then you navigate the
Right, then Google gives me the option of upload option, and I select replace existing folder and click upload again. So Google replies by saying uploading one item, 18 minutes left, 7 of 148. Then I return back to my notepad to note that it is 148 folders. So I press the enter key after the file name and then type in the number of folders that Google uploaded from the Google Voice 1 subfolder. And I type 148 and enter to indicate that Google uploaded 148 folders inside the Google Voice 1 subfolder.
is about to end because you've reached it. I'm sorry about that. To keep talking, download the ChatGPT app at chatgpt.com/download.
So I'm uploading now psr.exe, the subfolder, and I'm waiting for Google Drive and Google Home and Google to respond to give me the options of uploading. Psr.exe1 subfolder may be larger than usual, and so it may take some extra time for it to be able to finish processing it. In the meantime, I'm waiting, then I click upload, I selected upload, and then it says 12 of 221. So I'm going to go back to my notepad and put it in to indicate to myself that at 221 subfolders have been uploaded with this Google Drive of the psr.exe file name. And now I'm going to navigate back to the Gmail account and make sure that I found that subfolder that cites it as a Google Voice number that will expire, opening it up and deleting it. So I know that I don't have to worry about it already, that it will not expire in 30 days since I made the outbound call. Then I want to navigate back to the Google account to make sure that I review also some of the Gmail accounts and other issues that are related and delete outdated information so I don't waste space. So I go to the Google workspace, and here I see that I have a bunch of Google Voice messages that are irrelevant, outdated, and so I delete them to conserve space. And by so doing, I finished it, and I'm going to go back to the email to handle another account that is about to expire. Open it, and this is one, the U Talent. Mark it with my cursor, then Control C to copy to the clipboard buffer, and then navigate to the Google Voice to see if I can log it into the new account. But before that, I want to navigate back to the top of the notepad and create another section at the very top here, segregated by open braces. The message, paste the message that I got from Google that the number will expire, and then a couple of carriage return or enters, and then a bunch of closing braces. So that is segregated at the top of the notepad file from the rest of the notes. Now I mark the U Talent account, edit it, and copy it to the clipboard buffer so I can log into it and switch from another account to this account. Then I click another, and then I scroll back to the bottom and select use another account yet again. At this point, I paste in the Control V, the U Talent, one U Talent, and enter the password so I would be able to log into the account. And then when I log into account, I will make an outbound call to ChatGPT to comply with the Google requirement to keep it active. So now that Google let me log into it, I'm going to make an outbound call to 800 ChatGPT and then delete some spammies.
Hi, I'm ChatGPT, an AI assistant. Just so you know, conversation may be reviewed this evening. By continuing this call, you agree to OpenAI's terms and privacy policy. So, how can I help you today?
Help me with the U Talent Google account.
Specifically, are you having trouble with?
First of all, it is the U talent. Not only is it a Google account, but it is also a vanity phone number that Google told me that it will expire within 30 days from inactivity. So I made an outbound call to 800 Chat GPT.
Understood. It sounds like you're trying to keep your Google Voice vanity number active. Making an outbound call is a good step.
Yeah, so that I'm creating the text, and the text starts with a section on top of my notepad that is dedicated to this one account that is called one the U talent, and then I mark the word the with an open and closed parenthesis to indicate that the is not only the word in the Google account, but it's also the beginning of the domain name, and it's also the area code of the vanity phone number, area code 843.
I see. You've got a unique domain name into organizing your account details and keeping everything connected. Is there anything else specific you need assistance with regarding your Google account or vanity phone number?
Yes, it's the content and the business theme. The U talent represents the university talent, so that is for a classroom at the University of Miami. What is the talents of the students so that they can find jobs, help them to promote their talents on the website and on the vanity phone number, and when recruiters are calling, uh, try to market the students.
You're using the U talent as a platform to showcase university to help them find jobs. That's
Yes, and don't forget the professors also. The idea is to develop an algorithm and an AI chatbot that will be an AI caller that will be able to receive calls and make outbound calls and promote the talents of the university, basically, not only the students and the professors, but also the administrators. And after developing it for one university, the name is the U, which means the university, but it can apply to any university and expand it to all the universities worldwide.
of university students, professors, and administrators who can game changers. Channeling
No, I've started developing it, and I develop it right now. I develop training materials, which is a video audit trail with multiple video recording and text recording, and in addition to that, adding also text files that later on will serve to train this AI chatbot. And it is reiterative in the sense that I'm doing it every 60 days, and I will also automate it. It is very structured, so it will be lend itself to AI automation. Yes, then I have to check the messages that I got, and I saw that I got some spams, so I marked them with shift and mouse click, and then I click the delete button to delete this message and save space. Yes, and then the Google email messages come to mind, so I click on the Google Gmail, and now I navigate to the Gmail account where I notice that there are some more outdated messages. So first of all, I mark all of them for deletion, and then unmark some of them which I have sent myself from me. So I want to keep them. For the email management, I'm also going to Google Drive. I click on the Drive icon, and I'm going to upload the folder, the Google Voice 1 folder, to the drive. I clicked on the plus new sign, and then I clicked on folder upload, and then I'm going to paste the subfolder on the dialog box of select folder to upload across from the folder prompt. Yes. Then I have to replace the existing folder and press upload again, and Google comes back with 149 folders. So I go back to my notes to mark the fact that I saved it locally, and then I press return, and I also upload it to the Google Drive, and Google replied with 149. So I put it as a suffix 149 for the verification that it has been uploaded, and an X and a space, a prefix. So I put a prefix and a suffix to the file name. The prefix is X space, meaning that I have saved it to the local hard drive, and the suffix is carriage return and the number of folders that Google uploaded that I type after the file name. In that case, 149 files included in the Google Voice One subfolder.
Using prefixes and suffixes in your notes to verify important.
Yes, now I'm going to save it. I've saved it to the subfolder one, Google Voice One. Now I want to save it to a folder of its own, just dedicated to this topic. So I'm going to save as. Try. Yes, I need to navigate down my document subfolder and look with the subfolder that starts with the number one, open parentheses, the word the, and close parentheses. Yes, except that there's no colon. The folder name is one, open parentheses, the, and close parentheses, and then you talent. And the reason is that it is an indicator that this is a telephone number, and the represents the area code of 843. Yes, you have to understand that there is no colon. Let me repeat the characters, and you repeat the characters after I'm done to make sure you understand. The number one, open parentheses or opening parentheses, the word the, and close parentheses, no colon, no colon, no colon, just one, and open parentheses. Just repeat that one, opening parentheses. That's right. Then the word the, and closing parentheses. That's right. And keep in mind that this also translates to the word vid, like the beginning of the word video. So I can have a twin subfolder with the twin domain name using the same Google Voice, but that time it will the word da will I will replace the word da with the word vid, since both of them convert on the American dialer to the same area code of 843. For the purpose, this is important to know that this is for the purpose of the pair of domain name. The domain name will be vid u talent for videos of u talent, where students and faculty and other people that are seeking jobs or consulting will be able to put their video and to promote themselves and help them get jobs. Yeah, that will be the Google Voice chatbot. The Google Voice chatbot that will handle the vanity phone number, incoming and outgoing phone numbers, calling and receiving calls. Yes, and now that I saved it to the local hard drive and marked it with a prefix of X in space, I want to upload it to the cloud, to the Google Drive. So I press the plus new, and then press the folder upload, and then paste the subfolder that I want to upload. And that is a subfolder that is dedicated exclusively to the U talent at area code 843, 882, and 5368, and I click upload. Yes, and this is using the triple backup and recovery algorithm. So now that I saved it in both text file for the Google Voice subfolder and then for its own dedicated subfolder, I want to also save it in the psar.exe. The psar.exe stands for problem recorder, problem step recorder. I'm going to click the stop and review button on the step recorder recording now dialog box. Yes, and that is according to the grandfather father son triple backup and recovery algorithm of backing up everything at least 3 different times. So now I'm clicking the save button on a step recorder recording now, and I will save the new subfolder, the new file in another subfolder for psar.exe.
Folders, you're ensuring thorough documentation. It's a solid plan for data or need help with.
Yes, I have to look at the folder and edit it so it doesn't include redundant information, and it states the account a name, one the you talent, @ to indicate that this is a Gmail account, and then the vanity phone number, and then the statement will not expire in 30 days, the video file from MSN Recorder Max, and the vanity phone number 800 ChatGPT, plus the note Halo hat, since I'm demonstrating the Halo hat.
You're streamlining your folder by removing redundant information and clearly labeling the Gmail account, vanity phone number, and video file details. It's a clear and organized approach. Anything else you need help with or want to discuss?
Yes, and I'm also saving it in another folder, subfolder. This subfolder is called psar.exe1 to indicate that I'm using the problem step recorder executable from Microsoft. So I saved it in a subfolder that is similar to the program name.
That's a good approach. By saving it in a subfolder named psr.exe1, you're clearly indicating the use of the problem steps recorder executable. It's a systematic way to organize your files. Anything else on your mind or that you need assistance with?
Yes, and then I go back on the step recorder to see what was the last step, step number 171, that includes the keystrokes and the screenshot, and the step before it was step number 170, and this is part of the video audit trail. This way, it includes all the keystrokes and all the screenshots in a step by step manner. And since it looks so good, I simply click new recording and I start a new recording as I proceed to finish up or to the wrap up procedure of this video audit trail and documentation.
Video audit trail with the problem steps recorded is an excellent way to document your progress. And screenshots. Starting a new recording with this wrap-up procedure ensures comprehensive documentation. And organized approach.
Yes. Yes, the wrap up procedure is for deleting the message that is outdated, saying that the Google number will expire within 30 days. Since I activated it and called 800 ChatGPT, I delete the message since it is no longer relevant, and then go back to the email and click on another message that deals with another account that is called Wiz More Biz. And then I mark it with the cursor, Control C to copy to the clipboard buffer, and then opening another section at the top of my notepad to document it.
You're efficiently wrapping up by deleting outdated messages, documenting information. It's wise to remove messages that are no longer relevant to keep things organized. Then, transferring details to your notepad ensures you keep track of important information. Anything else you'd like to go over how the system works?
Yes, and I segregated the top of my notepad with open right slash, a bunch of right slashes at the top, the message from Google, and then about a bunch of left slashes to demark or mark a separate section that is devoted to this one account with more biz. So now I'm going back to the email and log into this new account. So I scroll down, enter, use another account, and then use another account the second time, and then in the email or phone, I paste Control V More Biz and click next to log into this More Biz account. And then I enter the password, and then I click next again and hope to log into that one account.
Sounds like a smooth process for logging into your e-account. By keeping and pasting the account name, you reduce the chance of errors. I hope the login goes smoothly.
Yes, so I went to the new login and I can see that I have a lot of spammies. So I go to the voicemail and I click on it and I'm going to delete all the spammies. So I'm going to mark the first one for deletion with a shift A, then scroll to the very last one, and there are about 7 of them. Then I mark it for deletion.
Good move. Deleting voicemails will help keep your inbox organized. Messages for deletion is an efficient way to mark them.
Yeah, the problem is that sometimes I'm not fully sure as to which one are spam and which one are not. So I mark
It's
those
tricky.
that I'm sure that they are spammy first, then I'll review the rest. And I click the delete button and confirm permanently delete this item, delete them. And after that, navigate back to the calls account and see that there are also spammy calls that have been coming in. So I mark them for deletion by pressing that shift key and mouse click.
It's wise to double check which messages are spam before deleting. Reviewing the rest is a smart approach. Deleting unwanted calls will keep your account clean.
Yes, I'm scrolling down to see any more spammies here, and there's a bunch of them. So I try to mark them also for deletion.
Keep scrolling and marking the obvious spam for deletion. It's a good practice to regularly clean up unwanted messages. Help with anything else
I,
before
s-
we close?
yeah, I selected delete and delete again, and then it says 7 items deleted.
There's a lot of to recap. You have about 5 minutes to review. Download the ChatGPT app at chatgpt.com/download.
So let's wrap up what we have done so far. I went to the Gmail and I deleted that, and now I'm ready to make an outbound call from this account. What is important to understand that this is not only a Google account, it is also a vanity phone number and a domain name and domain name extensions. So all of them together wrapped around one account and one business theme. Most importantly, one business theme. The business theme is with more, which is the domain name, and .biz, which is the domain name extension. Yes, and the single most important thing here is the interpretation of the business theme, making sure that the account name and the vanity phone number also spells the business theme about this organization. And that is Wiz, that stands for an AI wizard, and more.biz, that stands for creating more business for an organization. So altogether, it concatenates three different words with more.biz to indicate the theme of this organization that is dedicated to AI crawler that are wizard AI wizard, and it is also dedicated to helping businesses or organizations, even that are not businesses, to generate more business. Yes, it is not only to generate more business, but also to reduce the expenses. So for this purpose, I'm using a Google Voice that is free and doesn't cost me anything to add a vanity phone number to this theme. Not only does it have a domain name with more.biz, but a matching phone number that is free of charge. Yes, and this is for a startup. As soon as it becomes profitable and brings in enough money, I can convert this personal account to a business account and pay Google $10, and at that point get additional features to enhance the business even more. And now I'm saving the folder with my notes into the clipboard buffer and then click the save button to save it locally to the hard drive in the folder that is called Google Voice 1 to document it. Thank you. So let's summarize it.
I'm ChatGPT, an AI assistant. Just so you know, our conversation may be reviewed for safety. By continuing this call, you agree to OpenAI's terms and privacy policy. So, how can I help you today?
Help me with my Wiz More Biz, which is a domain
Sure.
account. It's a Google Gmail account number, and it has a vanity phone number.
You're talking about the phone number associated with a Google account. If it's a Google Voice number, you can merge it into your Google Voice account. And
Exactly what I was referring to, and I'm going to save it with my notes in the local hard drive. And then I'm navigating to drive with a rainbow triangle on the Google icon, and then I'm going to click the plus, new, and folder upload to upload it to the Google Drive. So I have two copies, one local copy and one copy on the cloud on the Google Drive. Exactly. Then I click the upload to upload it to the Google Drive, and I'm waiting for Google to tell me how many subfolders did Google upload in this Google Voice subfolder that includes the most recent one with the notes about this one account with more biz. Not only on the local hard drive, but also on the Google Drive, and that is according to the backup and recovery algorithm of grandfather, father, son. Exactly, and Google replies with 0 of 150, which enables me to go back to my notes to mark it on my notes. So I mark the file name with the prefix of X space to indicate I saved it locally, and with the suffix of 140 space carriage return 140, showing that Google uploaded the file as part of the Google Voice 1 subfolder, including a total of 140 folders in this Google Voice 1 subfolder. So that makes for two local files. And then I'm going to go to the document subfolder and navigate down to the folder that starts with open parentheses and the word whiz, part of the domain name whiz and that is the area code 225. So what is the file that I'm looking for in the document subfolder? Remember, this is a vanity phone number and a file and a Google account name and a file name, all wrapped up into one string. Yes. No, no, it sounds wrong. The way that it is named is open parentheses, the word whiz, like wizard, and close parentheses. The file starts with open parentheses, the word whiz, and then close parentheses.
so you're in the document subfolder. That should help you locate it quickly.
Yes, except that the word whiz is surrounded by open and closed parentheses to indicate that it is also an area code. Let's review it again slowly. The beginning of the file, the first five characters of the file name, is open parentheses, The word with, WIZ, and then close parentheses. Can you review it again?
Sure. The full thing starts with open parenthesis, with, followed and then close parenthesis.
That's right. And then the words more biz for the theme of more businesses. So it is open parentheses with close parentheses more biz. Right. And then the vanity phone number. Uh,
Understood. So
uh,
the first thing is open parenthesis.
that's right. But before the phone number, there is an at sign. And what is the at sign for? It is to indicate that this is also a Gmail account.
Thanks for explaining.
That's right. Now the question is okay, so what is the vanity phone number and what does it spell?
The vanity phone number is a number that spells out a word or name using the letters on a phone keypad. For example, if the number is 1-800-356-937, it spells out flowers.
It is a local number, unlike the 800 number that you mentioned. And the advantage of a local number is that it is free of charge. The area code is 225, 522, and 2324.
Got it. So let's see. The number is 225-522. The vanity phone. You mentioned that it is what word or name are you trying to create?
The name that I'm trying to create is Call Babe AI. Call Babe AI is going to be a website and a domain name combination. The domain name will be callbabe.ai.
Got it. Callbabe.ai is a unique domain name. So you're aiming for the number that is spelled out as callbabe on the keypad. Let's say it's 225-522.
That's right. It matches up just fine, except that it is
That's
a
good.
except that it is an overspell, which means that even though the domain name has an I at the end, the phone number does not include the I. It ends at the number 4. Oh, yeah, it does include. It is a perfect spell, excuse me. It is a perfect spell called Babe AI.
No worries. It sounds like you've got the perfect match. Callbabe.ai fits just right with your keyword. Perfect spelling.
Right, and then I saved it in its own folder, and Google reported it second upload complete, 2 of 2, meaning that there were 2 files in this one subfolder. So I go back to my notes and I placed an X in front of it, and then after it, a carriage return and the number 2. So I have my suffix telling the viewer or the reader of my notes that two folders, Google uploaded 2 folders in this special folder, and I also have a prefix X space that tells it that I saved it to the local hard drive.
You're keeping everything well organized. Your notes clearly show that you spaced the files.
And now I navigate to the Pessar.exe program,
I
problems,
see.
problem step recorder bundled with Windows 11, which I have started to run before I called 800 ChatGPT. and I click the stop button, and then I click the save button to save it in a zip format. And now that I've done that, I'm going to overwrite, take the previous file name, and with Control V, I overwrite it with a new file name. So that way, I have only the files that, the names or the words that are relevant to be included in this file name that I'm going to save now. I delete all the irrelevant information, which includes the path to the previous subfolder, since this is going to be a different subfolder. And then I'm going to place a version control mark. At the end, I'm going to append the letter A, so it will read year 2026 sub A, and the current time is 2:17 p.m. So I override the previous current time and insert 2.17, replacing the colon in the time from by a period in the time. That way, I have the starting time, which was 1 p.m. dash, the current time 2:19 p.m., which tells you that I was working already 2 hours and or rather 1 hour and 19 minutes so far. In addition to that, I appended also the video file name that includes the date and time in military form. So this is an internal control built into the file name structuring that cites twice the date. So the reader can verify that the two dates are matching. Both of them should include today's date. The one that is appended to my video file name and the one that I entered manually. And then at the end, the 800 chat GPT phone number and the note Halo hat, which is the topic of discussion. Yes, and the video file name is included in two different ways. One is the timestamp that the user myself entered, and another one is the timestamp that the software, the MSN Recorder Max, generated automatically. Both of them should contain the same day, the same date, and that way there is an internal control built into the file naming convention, so everybody can see that this makes sense. A letter of validation is a perfect description to what that is. A letter, exactly a letter of validation. And now I'm adding another subfolder that is called psar.exe1. Actually, I made a mistake. I wanted just to upload. I'm going to cancel it and just click plus new and file upload and upload that file of psar.exe1 in a zip format. So I click open and uploaded it, and Google replies that it uploaded it. So I'm going to go navigate back to my notes And after the file name, I'm going to put the number 1, namely that I saved it to the local hard drive with a prefix of X space and a suffix of 1 that I also uploaded it to the Google Drive. And now it will not expire since I activated this WizMoreBiz account. And its phone number that spells the domain name of CallBabe AI is also will not expire since I made an outbound call to 800 Chat GPT. And now I'm going to go back to the Gmail account to make sure that I deleted the outdated account, and then navigating back to the message that says that this Google Voice number, area code 255 522 2324, will expire in 30 days, and delete it because it won't expire since I just made an outbound call. So that was the wrapping up process, and now I can start dealing with another Google Voice number that will expire. So I open up the email account and copy it to the clipboard buffer, and then navigate back to my notepad to make another segregated area to document with this video audit trail of what I'm doing now. So I started the segregated area with the less than signs, a bunch of less than signs, then a couple of carriage return, then Control V to indicate that this is a new account. The account name is Sold for Expert. Three different words concatenated: the word sold, the digit 4, and the word expert. Altogether, it is Sold Expert. So now I want to navigate from WizMoreBiz to the Sold for Expert account. So I click Add Another Account, and then I scroll back on the list of accounts and click Use Another Account again. And then I type in the Sold for User for Expert account and I click Next again. And then I'm going to enter the password and hope that Google will let me log into this account. So far, so good. It went just fine. And I'm logged into the new account, Sold for Expert. And now I'm noticing that I have some spammies to delete here. So I'm going to my voice messages and mark the spammies for deletion. Shift mouse click on the first one and then shift mouse click on the second one and scroll down if I see any more spammies here that I need to delete. And I don't see any more spammies. So then I go to the delete button, click it, and then permanently delete these items. I click delete again to confirm. And after Google reports 2 items deleted, I then go to the Gmail account to see if there are outdated messages there that I need to delete. So I deleted that, and then I navigate back to Google Voice to make an outbound call to comply with this requirement that Google has to keep the Google Voice account from expiring.
Google Voice number active. You're on top of it.
Then I go back to the account itself to make sure that Google didn't switch the accounts on me. And I press Control C to copy the salt for expert at Gmail to the clipboard buffer. Then go back to my notes or navigate back to my notes and paste it.
It helps ensure everything is organized and easily accessible.
And now I'm creating the file name. I will start with open parenthesis SOL, like the beginning of the word sold, and close parentheses. And then after the @ sign for the Gmail, I'm going to paste Control V, the message will expire in 30 days, and insert the word not. So it will read the word not expire in 30 days, will not expire in 30 days.
That's a clear way to notice
And I don't need to remember it. This is why I'm recording it with an audit trail, a video audit trail, and I save it in multiple folders. So I will be able always to go back and read in my notes and see what did uh, which number did I activate by making an outbound calls, and to make sure that and see the date and make sure that I won't lose them. And I click on it, and it says that it has been already, it exists, and whether it should be replaced. So I say yes. Go ahead and replace it because the previous one was not as delighted.
that makes sense.
Now that I saved it locally, I want to upload it also to the Google Drive. So I'm going to navigate in the browser to Drive, click plus new, and then except that I wanted to do folder upload instead of file, Control V, and I am uploading the folder, so it will include all the file, including this most recent file that I've just saved there. And when and then I upload and overwrite the old file, so I have a more updated subfolder on the cloud. And then I see that Google reports that it uploaded 150 folder in this one subfolder. When I navigate back to my notes and I put 150 as a suffix, carriage return 150 and enter. So I marked on my notepad an X space for a prefix and 150 for a suffix, and it is I have documented it clearly in this notepad that I saved the file locally. This is the Google Voice One folder. I saved the file in the folder, and Google is telling me free up storage space. Your computer is running low on storage space. Visit storage setting to free up some space. So that is another thing that I should do because I have just too many files here. So I have to go and delete some outdated files. Wow, I'm tired now. I need to take a break. So I'm going to delete some files and take a break. First of all, in the part of the break, I'm going to stop the recording on the webcam, click the stop button, wait for it to stop, and click the playback button to verify that it is good. I didn't finish yet. See if you can follow me for another couple of minutes as I'm wrapping it up. I'm closing that playback is perfect. Then I'm going to stop the MSN Recorder Max